We are at our production here at Ankara Night, Chicago. So we were having a very lively conversation a couple of minutes ago about culture. So, Miss,
Are you putting me on the spot?
yeah, no, we're gonna put you on spot because you had some very insightful words to say. So,
I don't have anything to say.
I mean, so what do you have to say about our culture?
What was the question?
What do you have to say about culture? Like, we had a very lively discussion. You had some very good insight. So, explain the importance of our culture, Nigerian culture, Yoruba, Igbo, what have you.
I believe the culture is very beautiful. It's a very diverse culture. You cut that far, right?
So then, what do you think about like people who kind of abandon their culture? Like, how do you feel about that?
It's sad, but I mean, you can't control what other people do. All I can say is that they are missing because they don't know, they can't really express themselves in any other language besides English. And there are times whereby you want to express yourself in another language. So if you can't express yourself in another language, then it becomes difficult because you're not having fun. And I think being able to speak another language is fun.
So Dila, tell us about your experience being American-born Nigerian, and how you came to develop yourself as a proficient speaker of the Yoruba language.
Well, you know, like you said, I was born and raised there. I've only been to Nigeria twice. And I feel like it's really about an interest. You know what I'm saying? I think that when I was growing up, it really wasn't cool to be a Nigerian. But I feel like, you know, as I got older and I started hanging out with more Nigerians, I started to embrace the culture more. I think that, you know what I mean, without being biased, Nigerians are the best things in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's God gift to the world. You know what I mean? The Nigerian population, like I eat, sleep, drink, and breathe Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? And it's just cool. And I think that the more you become in love with something, the more apt you are to really develop your skills with it. So definitely, me being a Nigerian, it just enabled me to be a better Nigerian, so to speak.
Cool. Now tell us, how did you learn to speak Yoruba so well? Like, I'm not giving it a try, but tell us.
Well, you know what I'm saying, like I said again, it was interest, but like I watched a lot of Nigerian movies without subtitles, you know what I'm saying, and I would always ask questions, you know what I'm saying. In fact, I even know how to speak Eno, you know what I'm saying. You know what Eno is?
Yeah.
Eno is like, you know, that little breakdown, like, my best so you're regular, see, most so you're regular. I got mogo, tiki, baga, fege, sogo, ege, nogo, biki, shiki, biki, sogo, ege, nogo, yege, fugu, ege, like, timafe so boye, mani, bogo, yege, agadege, ege, baga, prodogo, shigon, sons.
Okay, well, unfortunately, this is not going to be subtitled. So all you Edo people, please, if somebody sees this, give us an interpretation of what this man said. All right, for sure.
How you guys doing? This is Ade with About Productions. I'm over here in Ankara Night. We're just starting the event. People are walking in to get some tickets. I'm here with Miss Talani, okay? AKA Abike Love, all right? She's about to hopefully come out with an album next year, by God's grace, okay? First of all, I want to comment on her Ankara. Is this Ankara? With a little glitter?
Millennium. Millennium.
Millennium. Is that the brand? Is that the fabric?
No, the dots on them.
Okay. Very unique. I like it. Who sold it for you?
Paducci.
So check it out, right? So you know how to speak Yoruba. How well can you speak Yoruba?
I can hold a small conversation.
Okay, so you can hold a conversation. Have you ever been back home?
Never.
Now I don't get it. How can you speak Yoruba and you haven't been back home? Do your parents speak to you?
Actually, my mom just started speaking Yoruba to me when I told her to start speaking Yoruba to me. She never knew that I could speak it.
What age did she try to start speaking Yoruba to you?
Like 20.
Now check this out, y'all. My mom came at me talking about that I need to start speaking Yoruba at 25. After 25 years, she want me to start speaking Yoruba. After I'm like, whatever, but they never really spoken to me at home. So I mean, how you speaking Yoruba? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's just the love of the culture. You know, I don't plan on marrying an American man. I plan on marrying a Yoruba man, and I didn't want to feel lost. You know, when you have kids in America and you're trying to live the American dream, at one point you get lost in it. And I didn't want to be amongst that. I didn't want to be able to say, oh yeah, I'm Nigerian, but have nothing to show for it. At least I have my language and some knowledge of Nigeria. At least when I go there and they're talking about me, I know what they're saying.
You said, But you say you were sheltered too, right?
Yes, my mother never let us go anywhere.
So I don't get it. How did you learn it? You learned from your friends? You watched movies? Where did it come from? It didn't come from thin air, did it?
I do watch Yoruba films. When I was young, my aunt used to watch a lot of conk Yoruba films, and I'm like, you can tell that it's a good movie, but you don't know what's going on. So, and like everybody else, you learn from insults, like abonshirini or all stuff like that. But after a while, it's like it becomes more than that. It becomes, how do you relate to like my grandmother who doesn't speak English, or to other elders who Yoruba to them is a form of respect. So I guess it's the love of the culture and just the love of the language itself.
And that's pretty impressive. I commend you on that. Speaking Yoruba without going to Nigeria. And all of you need to learn something from this. You don't have to go to Nigeria to learn the language. So, and if you guys want to speak Yoruba, they got CDs online where you can go learn the Yoruba, pop it in your computer, and they'll talk to you and all that. All right?
For a minute it was looking like I didn't know one of those guys.